Today, we are having a workshop on Chinese database, sharing material published in Chinese. It's going to last around 30 minutes, and my name is Doris. I'm going to walk you through steps that can help you find Chinese database. And if you have any question during the sharing, you're welcome to type your question in the chat, because we have two helpers today, Susanna and Heidi. They will help me to answer your question first. Or at the end, you can wait. I can always give out some like Q&A session at the end, okay? So topics cover how to find suitable database by subjects, okay, and by material types, and some searching tips on some of the database. In CUHK Library, we have subscribed to over 900 plus databases. Most of them are in English, but still some of it are in Chinese. And so today I'm going to show you how you can look for those databases that is in Chinese. First step, if you need to search for the database that we have subscribed to, the first thing you need to go to is the library webpage. Okay, I have the link here. And once you get into the library page, you will see the box like this one. By default, it will land it on the library search page. Okay. But then, since this time you need to look for databases, right? So you need to select the second tab, which is the e-resources tab. Okay, with me? If you want, you can do it at the same time, okay? And after you select the e-resources tab, you will see if you know the name of the database that you want, you can type the name here directly and then click search. But if you have no idea, then do not worry, because we have another box here, which is called Browse Databases by Subject. Okay. We, the librarians, have helped you to categorize all those 900 plus databases into different subjects areas. Okay. Let's say if you are from like Chinese medicine, you need some databases that is in Chinese, then you can just click under your subject area, okay? Then we will help you to list out all the database in China, all the database that is related to your subject area, okay? Some of it might be in English and some of it might be in Chinese, okay? Let's have a look, okay? For example, if I click the Chinese medicine link, it will then land it like here. Okay. We will give you some best bits that is the database we think is most useful for you. Okay. Like here, you will see the CJN 中國期刊全文數據庫, or even the Chinese Classic Ancient Book 基本古籍庫. Okay. And let's look at the other one. If I click under the subject Chinese Studies, okay, again, it will give me some other databases that cover my subject area. Okay. It will contain both English and Chinese. So all you need to do is just then browse through the list to roll up and down to have a look. Okay. And let's say if you are from Hong Kong Studies and you want to know if there's any database that is in Chinese covering your area, then click on it. Then you'll see with lists out like the Hong Kong 中文期刊論文索引, and then the 文學資料庫, etc. Okay. Under each subject, you might find some subject-specific database, or you will find some multidisciplinary database as well. And here I will highlight two subject database in Chinese for you. The first one is the 故宮期刊資料庫. Okay. Let's say if you want to see, you're studying art history, you want to look for information related to Gugong's collections, then this will be the database for you. Okay. If you know the name of the database, then you just need to go to the library page, select the e-resources tab, okay, and then type in 故宮期刊資料庫 and then click search. Okay, it will then bring you to this database. This database coverage begins from 1983. Okay, it covered the 2 major journals published by Gugong. Okay, this is the landing page. Okay. So what you then need to do is just use the middle one here, which is the search box. Type in anything keyword you can think of, and then click search, or you can use the left-hand side, the browse volume panel to browse the issues of this journal. Okay, so this is one of the subject database in Chinese, which may be useful for you if you're studying art history. Okay, and the other subject database I want to highlight to you is 北大法寶, okay, which is a database of Chinese legislation, treaties, court judgment, and journal, okay, with Chinese translation as well. So again, if you know the name of it, 北大法寶, then you just go to the library page, click the e-resources tab, and then type in the name. Then this is the landing page. Okay, once you get in here, you will see they will give you a big search box here, okay, for quick search. But what I will advise you guys to begin with is to use this advanced search button here. 高級檢索. Okay, so this is how you use it. Click the 高級檢索 link, and then it will bring you to this search box, the advanced search box. They will list out, you can search under the 法規 or the case, the online, or the journal. Okay, so select the tab that you want, and then you can type in either the title, the issuing department, okay, the date, okay, or even some of the legal documents numbers. This is how you search a case in Chinese. Any questions so far? Okay, so to conclude, the first step for you to search for Chinese database related to your subject area is go to the library page here, okay, click e-resources, okay, and then click browse database by subject. Then you will find some subject specific database suitable for you and for your study. Okay. I will give you a minute or two to have a quick try, okay, to see, can you go to the library page, click e-resources, and then click the browse databases by subject. See if you can find or have a look at the subject list related to your study and find the suitable Chinese database. Okay, if you have questions while you do this hands-on, you can use the chat function in Zoom to ask us questions. Okay, we'll see if we can give you an answer. Okay, so let's go. Visit the library page here. Click e-resources tab here. Try this browse databases by subject box. Any questions? those who just joined our sharing session today, my name is Doris. If you have any question, you can use the chat box in Zoom to ask, because we have 2 other colleagues to help answer questions, okay? So if you guys have no question, I'll move on, okay? Before, okay, we just try to do the database search by subject, right? Now I want to move on to try to explain to you this 2 tabs, database by title and type, okay? If you come to the library page, you click the e-resources tab, then you select database by title. This is what you will see. You will see a very long list of database name listing from A, B, Z, D to Z, and then with a hashtag, okay? It will list out all the databases that we have, okay? And if you hit this hashtag button, you will see it will then give you all the database that is with Chinese, okay? Like this long list as well. So this is another way for you to browse through all the Chinese database that we have, okay? So go to the title, click on it, and then use the A to Z list, click on the hashtags, then you will see a long list, a full list of the database that we have, okay? So this is straightforward. And then I want to show you another button, which is e-resources again. Come back to the library page, e-resources. And then this time we click on the type, okay? Why I want to show you this is most of the user, when they think of database, all they have in their mind is article database, help them to find articles. Okay, they want to read journals, they want to use the paper there, right? But apart from article database, in fact, the library have subscribed to many other types of database as well. Like we have some of the law database, like the one that I've just been through with you, the Bắc Đại one, which is the Chinese case law and legislation, right? We also have database that is like image and sound, which give you image and sounds. And we have database that is giving you dissertation, thesis, ebooks, and news, etc. Okay, and so in the following session, I'm going to highlight to you some of the key database in article database. Some, maybe give you an example of database in image and sound, and then ebook, etc. Okay, let's move on. So the first article database I want to share with you today is called CJN, 中国期刊全文數據庫, which is a very important Chinese database that we have. Its coverage starts from 1915 and is a multidisciplinary one. So it covers lots of different area and subject area. Okay, let's have a look. You can go direct to it by typing the name, or you can browse it under the subject list, okay? Let's say I type in the name here, okay, e-resources, and I type in 中國期刊全文數據庫 and then click search, okay? Then it will give you a page like this, okay? What it does is the 中國期刊全文數據庫 is provided by the CNKI, a big database provider. Apart from this product, 期刊全文數據庫, they also have products like the 報紙全文數據庫 and the 連鑑的頁對. But this time we just want to look into this, so you can select either the traditional version or the simplified version. Just click on the link here. And here it's telling you that under the database, if you want to read some of its documents, they will advise you to download a CAJ viewer into your PC, okay? So that you can view the document better. Okay, you can do it here or you can do it later, okay, didn't matter. So just you know that if you want best viewing experience with document in the database, you can download their CAJ viewer from here. Okay, so let's click here. So this is the landing page for the 中國期刊全文數據庫. On the left, okay, before you start your search, you can select the subject area that you see fit for your search. And this is the search box here in the middle. Okay. It's very straightforward. Just click on this upside down triangle. You can then search by your topics, the article name, and then keyword and abstract as well. Okay. When you do your search, we always encourage students to begin it with an abstract search, because if your search term or your search keyword appear in an article abstract, then you'll be sure. Then you can be sure that the result coming back to you will be more relevant. Okay. And the nice thing about this database is it will have an online chat function. Okay, from 9 to 5. So if you have questions using this database or you're stuck, then you can always use this chat function. So when I finish typing my search terms, and will be the result page. On the top here, at the top, okay, you will see some green, gray, yellow logo. What does that mean is, if you see a result list and next to it, if you see a green button, that means CUHK has subscription to it, then you should be able to read it. But in case you bump into results that is with the gray or the yellow, that means we might not have subscription to it, then you cannot read it, okay? And the nice thing about this database is in the result page, they will give you the article name, the author, the journal name, the year of publication. And they will also have this too. 被引憑字, how many times it's been cited. 下載憑字, how many times this article has been downloaded. So it gives you a kind of reference of how important or how influential that paper may be. Like, let's say this one's been downloaded more than 4,000 times, so it may be worth to have a look as well. Okay. And to click into one of the articles, like what I just did, then you will see a result page like this. Okay. Remember when we first entered this database, they will advise you to download the CAJ reader, right? It's here. Because to read the full article in here, you can either use the CAJ, PDF, and HTML. So suit yourself, see which format you prefer. Okay, it's just here. And then they will give you the article author name, and then the article name, and the abstract here. And when you look down to the bottom, you'll see each article, they will give the 關鍵詞, the keyword as well. So this is very important, because when you're doing a search, sometimes you might be searching on a very special topics, and you might only able to find 1 or 2 pieces of matching result. Then you can make use of this 關鍵詞, because once you click onto it, or you can then develop or further your search by using this kind of keywords. Okay, then it will help you expand your search. And when you roll down to your article details page, you will then see a map like this. This gives you the information of the citation chain details. Okay? It will list out which references this author has been using. Okay? And they will also give you details like what 共引文獻 or 同文人獻 information like this. So this is a citation chain, so that you can know what reference this author have read, and then who actually cited the same. Okay, can again help you expand your search. Okay. So, okay. Any question? And when you do your search in those databases, no matter it's the 中國期刊全文數據庫 or any other, try to make use of this and or not operator to help you get a better search result. Okay, the example here is like this. If I have two search terms, the first one is like ginseng, yansan, and the word bowl. I want to have all the articles. Let's say I want to have a search and get all the articles that contain both search terms, yansan and bowl. Okay, the first thing I can do is use a double quotation mark to wrap around my search term, so that when I type in, the search engine will look for this term, not only the word yan or san, but the two together, yan san, and then link it up with another keyword, bowl, so that I can get the result here. Okay, and if I want to have articles that contain two keywords, yan san or bowl, then I can link it with or, so that the search engine or the database will give me all the articles contain both the keyword yansan or dongchonghachou. Okay, this will be useful when you at the very beginning of your search, you want to have a better understanding of the background or more information. Okay, or if you are very specific, you know what you want, so you can tell the machine, I only want articles that have the keyword, the whole phrase yansan, but I don't want to see the keyword lao, the tumor in it. Then you can try to do like this, yansan and then not tumor. Okay, all these and or not features, you can find it in most of the database advanced search function. Okay, so make use of it to help yourself get a better search statement. And remember, this is very important to put a double quotation mark, okay, around your search term, so that the search engine will search it as a whole phrase, yansan instead of yang and san. Or dongchonghachou, wrap it with a double quotation mark so that it will again become a phrase search. It will only give you result that have the whole phrase dongchonghachou together instead of dongchong in the introduction or the ha in the conclusion part. Okay, if you need to search for a phrase, make a double quotation mark, wrap it around. So I want to move on to the second article database that I want to give you a highlight. Okay, the 中國期刊全文數據庫 will give you rich resources, multidisciplinary Chinese article, right? But this time, this database called 晚清期刊全文數據庫, which is very special because it covers paper that is dated from 1833. Okay, and it's very useful if you need to study like the late Qing dynasty history, okay, or any social related issue in the Qing dynasty. Okay. This is called 晚清期刊全文數據庫. So again, you just get the name, type into the search box, and this is the landing page. Okay. Again, I will advise you not only use this search box to type in your keyword, always look for the advanced search button. Okay, because advanced search will allow you to do more. So after you click the advanced search button, you will see the image like this one. And you can again search by title, author, and abstract. Okay, as we have mentioned, abstract search is the best if you're doing a background research. Okay, and they have the what we have just mentioned, the and or not function here. You can use it here. Okay, and after you finish your search, okay, on the left-hand side, they will give you further filters so that you can filter out some of your search results. And then you can browse your search result, you can preview it, and you can download it, and they will highlight some of the search terms for you as well. Excuse me. Okay, so that is for the late Qing dynasty related things. Okay, and this next one is called the Hua Ai Xin Shan Tu Shi Guan. Okay, this one is Taiwan and China focus, okay, and it will also cover journals from parts of the state, Hong Kong, Malaysia, etc. Okay, it's also multidisciplinary. Okay, its coverage starts from 1991. So once you click into it, this is the landing page. To look for the advanced search button, this database is a little bit tricky. You need to click here. Okay, once you get into it, you just see the all fields here. You need to click here, more option. Then you'll see this advanced search box. You can type in all field search, article abstract search, author, etc. And you can limit your published area to Taiwan, China, US, etc. Okay. Once you type in your search terms, then they will list out things like this. On top, they will give you the matching article result, or you can select the conference proceeding. And did you see it here at the top? Journal article result, conference proceeding, thesis, ebook. Okay, so select the tab that you need. And on the left, you can further divide it, filter it down by subjects, okay, and years. And this is the search result. You can download the whole PDF as well. So straightforward and user-friendly. So if you need to look for journal from Taiwan or Malaysia or Hong Kong, then you can use this one. Multidisciplinary, user-friendly, very straightforward. And then this is the next one I want to highlight to you. This one is one fang data. Is focused on China. Okay, it will give you the journal article, proceeding, thesis, patents, standards, scientific, technical report, laws and regulation. So again, it's multidisciplinary. If you want to look for Chinese or China-related material, then this will be the one for you. Once you get into it, you will see it got lots of things here. Okay, if you just don't know where to begin with, the best way is click here, advanced search again. Okay, because this one is excuse me, sorry. This is huge as well. It contains lots of data, so you better begin it with the advanced search. And it's really up to date. So click here, then you will see the advanced search. Okay, you can search by title, author, and keyword. Okay, and abstract as well. Okay, it's even got the DOI, the digital object identifier. If you know the DOI, just type it in here. And this is the search result page. You can further filter it using the left-hand side panel. Okay. And you can download it, read it, or you can even send it out. Okay, so it will also give you the search keyword so that it can help you extend your search. Okay, and here you can also filter out to read the one that we have, the Chinese University Library have subscribed. Okay. And then you can also sort the result, okay? And so the next one is the Taiwan 全文资料库. This focus is on journal published in Taiwan, okay? And this is, again, multidisciplinary, okay? Coverage is since 1951. Okay, so if you need journal from Taiwan, this is the database you should go for. Taiwan 全文资料库. Okay, and most of the results will be in PDF for you to download. So this is the landing page. Okay, and they will give you the latest journal here, and then you can click this 進階查詢 for advanced search. Okay. So like many other databases, you can search by the title, author, journal, DOI, etc. That use the abstract, and then they have the annual note as well. So this is the result page. On the left, you can use it to further filter out your result. Okay, you can select how to list out the result, and then you can download it. Okay, it's in PDF as well, and you can do search within search as well. okay? So we just been through some article database, okay, which is multidisciplinary. Some of it focused in China, some of it focused in Taiwan, some of it focused in late Qing dynasty. Those are some of the highlights, okay, I think might be useful for you. And now I want to move to database as an ebook database. The first ebook database that I want to highlight is called the 漢籍電子文獻. Why? Because this one is special. Its coverage is on books like from 公元前211年. Okay, it's focused on classic Chinese book. Okay, it's like from 先秦至民國. Okay, so if you need to study this kind of classic Chinese literature, this ebook database platform is for you. So type in the name 漢籍電子文獻資料庫, and this is the landing page. Okay, it's again, you can use the basic search, advanced search, or even the professional, and then you can search for the title, the full text. Okay, then they will allow you to do this do the 異體字 search. Okay, let's say these two. If you take this, so if you take the first word yin, they will also cover search for the second word yin. Okay, and then you can use this as well, the 同义词 search. Okay, and then you can select different region or the dynasty. Okay, so another ebooks database which will be useful if you are studying traditional study in Chinese literature, okay, is the 中日古籍全文數據庫. It's cover a rich collection on the Douzhong and some Qing dynasty thing, and some of even the Japanese classic book. Okay. The search interface is straightforward. Just get into it, then they will have like 書名、作者、全文. So these two, okay, are books only. It's for searching books. These are just two of the book database I want to highlight to you. Okay, remember we said about database type apart from article database type, the ebooks database. We also have an image and sound database, and this is one of the examples. Okay, if you like to study the 書法, then we have the 歷代書法碑帖成集. Okay, it's cover. It's a very, I can say, it's a very interesting database. Okay, once you get into it, okay, the search interface is like this. You need to click here. They will have a 會員登出 or 登入. Then you just click here, then you will have 登入. After you 登入, you will see things like this. Okay. And then after you type in your search term, for example, I type in 董其昌, then I'll see a search result like this. It will give me the brief background information of the author. And they will give me the 譯文, because sometimes when they write those 書法, you might not able to tell the word clearly. They will also give you the 譯文 here. Okay, and if you want to read the actual image or look at the actual image, okay, you can then just click here under the 發帖圖像 and click go. Then the actual thing will come out for you. So this is a very interesting database. If you want to study more about 書法, then this might be the database for you. Okay. So the only trick is after you finish your search, you have to look for the 發帖圖像 to click go. Then you will see the whole thing. Apart from searching the author, you can also type in a single word to do the search. For example, here, I just type in the keyword star, sing, okay, and then click go. Then they will help me to search for all the 發帖 that contain the keyword sing, okay? Then they will display and show it to me, or how the author write the word thing and how the other author do it. Okay, so this is a very interesting database. Try to have a go and make use of it. You might find it useful. Okay, apart from article database, ebooks database, image database, this one, the e-news, is very important for you as well, because if you need to get the most current information, or if you want even dated, okay, historical information, you can make use of this news database. I've highlighted a few here because of time. I won't have time to go into it one by one, but they are most of them are very straightforward. So this first one, 中國重要報紙全文數據庫, it got great coverage. So if you need great coverage news, then you go into this one. And this one is dated from 1949, so good coverage as well. And this one, 人民日報, if you need to focus on just one single paper, then this might be the one for you. And if you need historical information, sample, then you can use this one because its coverage is from 1872. And if you want 搜尋中文, this the one that we just subscribed last year. It covers Chinese, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and international news as well. Okay, and the last one is called Wise News. It's from 1998. It covers Chinese, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau news. Okay, so select from here and decide on which one you see fit. And remember, we have mentioned something about thesis and dissertation. So if you need Chinese dissertation database, this is where you should look for. For all the CUHK one, you use this one, okay? For Chinese one, you can use these three, okay? And if you want database from dissertation database from Taiwan, you can use this one as well. So these are the three. I will share this PowerPoint with you later. I'll send emails to you, so you don't need to worry about it. And then lastly, I want to show you the CUHK digital repository, because CUHK have a great collection of material, and we have tried to digitize some of it and share it out here, and highlighted here a few that you might find it interesting if you are interested in Chinese database, because the first one is the Chinese medicine text collection, okay, which is like we have digitized some of the donation, okay, from Professor Gong, okay, so that now we place it online so every one of you can use it. Okay, if you are studying Chinese medicine, you might want to look into this text collection. Okay. And then the second one is the Chinese Square Book digital collection. Again, we have started digitizing our collection, and we're still doing it, so it's still growing. So if you need to do like literature study and things, and this might be worth for you to go visit it. And then the 道教經典文庫, if you study religious 道教, especially the those, then this may be worth for you to get into as well. And then this 成宣懷檔案 is like we have digitized more than 30,000 pieces of letters, some of the correspondence between him and his family, and it's very useful also if you're studying the history of him. Okay. And this one is quite interesting, is the Cultural Revolution in image. We have tried to digitize some of the poster and make it into a collection, so you can make use of it if you want. Okay, it's all free and open to all the researcher. So in this like 30 or 40 minutes, we have quickly gone through some of the Chinese database that is useful for you by going to the library page, and then you can use the e-resources tab. But if you want to do article search, you might also try to going to the library page and use the default library search as well. Because when you type in Chinese keyword here and then click go, okay, you can say it can also help you to search for like books, articles, or periodical that is in Chinese. But the difference between using the library search to do a search is going into the database directly is the coverage might be different. If you do a library search here, you might not find as much information, okay? But it still is a good starting place if you just want to have a quick overview or browse over a subject area. Then you can also use this library search and then click into the keyword and then do a keyword search and find some of the Chinese article for you, okay? And again, you are advised to use the advanced search function here. Just click here, advanced search, okay? It will allow you to do more. You can search by title, or you can limit your search group. You can search by title and use the and or not, etc. Okay? So this is the advanced search function. And just last thing to remind every one of you, I know some of you still cannot return back to the campus, right? So do not worry, you can still get access to all the e-database, e-books, and even the image database that we just been through, because once you click into it, they will have a pop-up like this, the easy access. You just need to type in your CUJ login, and you should be able to log into the database and use it, okay? If you have further question, you are always welcome to contact us by call, email, WhatsApp, and live chat. Okay. Thank you so much for joining this sharing today. This is my first time to use Zoom for the workshop. I hope it's okay, and I hope you find it useful. So now I will stop my share screen, and if you have questions, you can use the chat function to communicate with us.